What's happening? Ready? All right, we are at, we're in Guatemala today. We're in the north end of the south side of Guatemala, and we are going to see if we can't stir up some pork chops. They planted some corn a few days ago, and they got in it, pigs got in it a little bit, so we're gonna see if we can't get down here and get one stirred up. Hopefully, this is up here at where all them bluffs and stuff are. We hunt it quite a bit, so we're gonna go to a spot where we're pretty successful at. Generally, when we get there, we can, if they're in the area, that's usually where we get them started. And so we're gonna try it there. There's been one big old boar hog coming in and out up here, kind of cruising a little bit. So maybe the landowner's son's got him on camera. Maybe we can get him going. If not, maybe we'll catch a bunch of shoats. Maybe we'll catch something. I don't know.
Chance to mess up.
They've been over here baying one from the time I had to climb out of the son of a bitch all the way up here now. I went and got two, I know. I think they're killing the damn pigs, little pigs, which that's fine for them young dogs. The other went to the park for sure that time. No, he ain't never even been hunting at all. And that son of a bitch was headed out that way. That's them, you record down?
Yep.
That's them bay pen dogs that we got going there. And then we got a Kimmer Cur, we got Midnight, Sally, and BB, and I just got another dog he got from, I think, from Kevin Brooks. Looks like a bird dog of some kind, or Parker Color dog, Parker Cur dog, or something. Yeah, I don't really remember. Let's see if we can ease down in there, pop us one. All right, that was a shoat, about 50 pounds, maybe 60 on if you put rocks on it. Midnight rolled out, and she was walk baying one. I don't know if it's a bigger hog or if it's just in the creek or where it's at. The other dog rolled out. Some are headed to her now, so that's where we're headed. See what we got just right up the creek, a half a mile or so. Maybe this will be something a little bigger.
Oh, come on. Get behind your shirt. They ain't got him bait up against nothing. It's a fucking stud out in the open. He hung him! Come on now.
I was scared we was going. I knew it was a good hog. I was like, so I carried Gene the whole. I had him like a little suitcase. I'm gonna tell you something. That little suitcase is not 30 pounds. How much you say you weigh?
I never read it.
Well, Lord, please lie to me.
He's a chunk.
I was gonna say 45.
Tell me he's 900 pounds. Let me tell you something. It's hot, it's humid. Today's hunt was a great hunt, without a doubt. We knew in a general area or we had a good idea, general area where to put the dogs out at. Of course, they went completely the opposite direction of what originally wanted them to, but then wound up, we sent them again and got them down there where we wanted them. There's some corn they had planted in the field behind where we dropped at. And a buddy of mine, the landowner's son, Samuel Lynn, Sam had some pictures of a pretty good boar hog up there in the field. And we don't know if it's the same one that we caught or not, but it's a pretty good chance that it could be. Because there's quite a few big boars around there. They're hard to catch. I mean, this old dude was all scarred up on his ears and his whole hind end, you know, so he'd had dogs on him and stuff before. But once we kicked him out, Nate's camera cur, Louie, went down and went to the left a little bit. Well, Midnight, she went to the right and hunted on down. Sally went to the right, hunted on down. Well, BB was with me, right? She had been out hunting, but she had came back. Well, I sent her down there toward Louie. About that time, Louie barked. But I didn't hear the other dogs bark. But now they strolled out though. They were headed down the creek. And so Rodney, he's up on top on the hill down in this bluff area. And he said, they're going that way. And I come out and I could hear pigs squealing. I said, well, Louie done found a smaller pig. Well, we got up there and we turned some more young dogs out just to go to the squeal so they get them some reps in. And about that time they sat down. It was Midnight and Sally. And we got down there, and I want to say that one was probably 60, 75 pounds. It was a smaller pig. Well, they rolled out again, headed on down the creek. They got about a mile deep, and Midnight was down there, which Sally and BB and Louie, they stayed up here, or they were a little bit closer. But Midnight, she had strolled out, and I heard her bark, way off in the distance. And she was walking him. So we knew it was like, at first, like, we kept seeing her moving. It was like, well, it's what Rodney said. He said, she's probably walk baying it. And we get back up there and get in the truck. And we carried a couple of our bay pen dogs. I carried Chaos and Dove with us, which Dove, she was on the first hog as well. And I got her from Randy Durrell. And then, so the Chaos, he got in one spot and he stopped. Well, we could hear him barking real good. I said, well, what in the hell is he doing? Like, I tried to call him. I was like, look, we know we got a good hog down here. We'll come back and get him. Well, we get in the truck. We head down there. Trees done fell across the road. The only access, it's not really a road. It's a trail we could drive down. So we had to walk in. It was, how far, Nate? 400 something yards, a little over 400 yards. Nate and Ella go ahead of us, and so they can get a little bit of footage. And me and Rodney, we're walking down through there, and I got Gene, little mean Gene. We got him on lead. He's getting where he's doing pretty good on leash. He's not a real big dog, 40 pounds maybe. So I grabbed him right on top of his vest, and I just hold him like a suitcase. And, you know, like I'm going to Mama's house, spend the night. So me and my little suitcase bulldog, we're going down through there, and we get roughly 50 yards away. Nate and Ella are already there. Nate, he's seen the hog. He said, it's a good hog. He said, it's a big one. He said, so I went ahead and sent Gene. Gene goes in there, and now the whole time the hog, he's trying to move. But by that time, all the dogs are there, or most of the dogs, except for Chaos and Lulu, which is Rodney's new dog. And so they're there, and that hog's trying to move. Oh, Midnight, she's checking him. She's making him back up. She's in his face constantly. All right, so they hold him there. Mean Gene comes in there, and he gets sent to the atmosphere. Flip, whoosh. Flips over, 4 feet, hit the ground, hangs him. That little 40-pound dog hung that hog. He's a good hog. Like it's not a little hog. 3-inch teeth, around 260. Good hunt all the way around. I think we had a couple of dogs had some little pokes, but like I said, you can't beat that. And so to top it all off, we finally go back. Well, Rodney leaves on out. He goes down there to go get the other 2 dogs. Chaos and Lulu are still down there. He said, well, they're down there. They're eating a little pig down there. He said, they went back to that first one. I was like, no, the first one, I said, it's in the creek down there under a rock. I pushed it under a big old rock and put a big rock on top of it. Said, unless they can move that and swim down and get it. He said, no, they're right on top. So either they had found another little pig, or the dogs had caught more than what we expected in the beginning. I'm hoping that, you know, maybe that Chaos found him a pig right there. That'd be awesome. Not saying 100% he did, but he would not leave from there. And that was his first time going to the woods as a bait pen dog. Him and his brother, we just took second place at the Abbeville Hog Bay with them. And actually, we've won quite a few things with them in the bait pen. They're as a pro dog. I like the dogs. They're still young, got a long ways to go. So it looks like we got a pretty good stringer of young dogs this year. And I just wanted to say that about Midnight, though. She is, you know, she's not a young dog. She's took over lead. Sally was always more of the lead dog, but Midnight's really turned on. And that little BB dog of Rodney is really got going good. Really proud to hunt with them dogs, and proud to have them, you know, on our group. So y'all make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, make sure, you know, you interact with us on social media. Check us out. See y'all.